arrived here at the Tehachapi Loop. It's about 130 or 40 miles from home, I guess. Drove my trusty steed up here. And now we're going to try to get a vantage point where we can see hopefully a train comes by before too long. Usually we get to see more than one, or at least one, and oftentimes if we hang around for an hour or so we might see more than that. Flip this around. There's the V-Star 1100. And then I'm going to turn this landscape and take a little overview of what the loop looks like. Can't quite see it from here, but there's a tunnel over there that the train will cross over itself in order to make this very steep grade going up the Tehachapis. You can see Highway 58 in the distance. That's how we got here. And we're going to go back this way. And there's a little trail I've used before to get up a little higher vantage point. And we'll see if we can see a train. So I've sat down here to try to hold the camera a little more steady. I can hear the train coming. It's coming around the bend. I don't know if you can hear it in the camera mic, but I can hear it quite clearly. We're probably 2 or 3 minutes before it appears in that tunnel. I'm trying to hold the tunnel where the train will first appear right about the center of the video image. And I apologize that we're not more steady. I have another camera on a tripod, but I don't know how good that video will be, so I'm going to try this with just a handheld stick, and we'll see how it does. It appears to be a rather long train. I can still see the train far back in the hills up close to Highway 58. So it's plenty long to loop over itself. Now you can probably see the orange cab on the, that's typically a BNSF set of engines that uses that orange and black color. Climbing the grade a little bit, and then if I remember right, he's going to drop down a little bit and into that tunnel. The tunnel narrows down to only a single rail bed, and then immediately splits off into 2 rail beds, and I believe it's 2 rail beds around the entire loop. And the trains do go both ways. Somehow they sort out the traffic. I don't recall ever seeing one going the other way, but I do know they do. Maybe it's just the timing of when I've been here. They've always been coming from the west and heading for the east. A couple horses wandering along the road down there, crossing over the tunnel. There's the engine's headlights appearing. So if we started a timer, I've noted it's 4 minutes when he appeared in that tunnel. See how long it takes him to get around to where he loops over himself. You can see his cars trailing up, but I can no longer see them back in the valley next to the freeway. So I think he's maybe barely going to have enough to loop over himself before we see the end. Notice that little pyramid-shaped hill in the center of the loop has a really large white cross right on the peak. Interesting, I don't know the story with that. But someone takes the time to keep it painted white and it looks nice. So now we can see the engines coming back around, getting ready to cross over. And I would judge this as being a heavy train. He's got 5 engines leading. We'll have to watch and see if he has any somewhere mid train or even on the end. I would say he's loaded pretty well. All 5 of those engine stacks, you probably can't tell in the video, but they're all blowing hot vapor. I forgot to note the time when he crossed over himself. But I'm going to call it 7 minutes, which is about a 3-minute time to make that loop. Really not moving very fast. And now we can see the end of the rail cars just came out of the tunnel. If you wanted to jump on a train, this would probably be the place. They're going to be moving pretty slow through here. Me, I'm just going to stick to motorcycles. It's dangerous enough without jumping on trains. I really don't see a lot of load in that train. All the ore cars are empty. Those cars they typically put lumber on are empty. And all the flatbeds are empty, bringing up the rear. I wonder what those green containers are on the flatbeds. that's the end. That's all, folks. Gets real quiet as soon as he goes past. And if you wondered what it looks like after he goes around the loop, it continues to snake. I assume it's going to start dropping elevation down into the Antelope Valley, into the actual town of Tehachapi, where there's a nice railroad museum if you're ever this way, and one or two really good barbecue restaurants. So there you have it. That's the Tehachapi Loop. And I've no more than finished watching that second train go by. And there's a third one coming through the tunnel right now. I'm sure it'll be more of the same, so I don't think I'll film it. The loop was built in 1876. It's pretty amazing. Wouldn't you love to have seen the steam engines that were powered in the day that were pulling the trains? But to consider that this was engineered and built between 1874 and its completion in 1876, I find to be an amazing engineering feat. The loop is almost 3/4 of a mile in length, and it only has a 2% grade through its entire loop. Yes. Hang on and I'll bring it to you. Yeah, I got it. Don't go away. So there's an interesting story. This guy just yelled at me, asked me if I found a phone, and sure enough, as soon as I parked the bike, I found a phone in pristine condition. Didn't want to leave it laying there. I figured when I got home, or even when I get back to the bike, I'd call and try to figure out who it was. I'm enjoying the third train go around the loop right now. Anyway, he's all excited. I got to go. I just stuck it in a pack. I got to go pull his phone out, and it's gonna make his day, I'm sure. It was a really modern, like a brand new phone. So anyway, where was I with the loop? That's pretty much it. I enjoy coming up here because I'm fascinated by the railroad industry. Often go to Cajon Pass, which is another place to see trains, but there's and it's its own engineering feat, but nothing quite like this loop. Really the only place in the United States where this is done to this degree. So we're going to head back home now. Got to jump on that bike and head home. And if you ever get a chance to come up here, especially for you bikers, it's a really nice ride. A lot of it, if you're coming from the south, a lot of it you can do on back roads, mountain roads with lots of twists. And it's a couple-hour ride from where I live in Los Angeles County to get up here. So that's it. Signing off for now.